If I have to start my backend journey all over again, I'll start with this. So suppose you have a website and a user wants to interact with it. He writes a domain name and hits enter. Now what happens after this? Well, first we need to find where this request should go. That is resolved by DNS. DNS takes your domain name and checks to which IP address does it belong to. And this is where your request will go. This is first step. Now to send the request, you need to have a reliable connection. This is where TCP comes into the picture. It creates a reliable connection between the user and the server. But these days, security is also paramount. So no one wants their request to be seen by other parties. So for that, you have to encrypt that communication channel, which is done by TLS. After this is done, the request moves to the web server. Web server is the entry point of your infrastructure, sometimes also known as reverse proxy. It terminates the SSL encryption, distributes the load, also checks if your request actually needs to hit the code base or does it only need static files. If it needs static file, it returns it from there. If the actual logic needs to be hit, it forwards it to the application server. So now your request will move forward through application server. This is where your code base resides. It will hit a routing file. Routing file is something that has all the routes for all the specified URLs. So according to your URL, it will call a function. But before calling this function, it has to go through a layer called middleware. Checks authorization, authentication, and can also trigger logging for you. So after going through the middleware, your request reaches the code base. This is where the code triggers and the DB queries are, and your response is generated. And again, your response has to go through the middleware, and then it is sent back to the user to the same path. So now I've given you a bird's eye view of how this happens. And if you want to know more, just follow me. Thank you. Bye bye. Ciao.